Hello, this is Marek from Tryb. Today I have a small game for you. It's called Floriferous. It was published by Floriferous Games, and thanks for sending the game for review. And it's a small game for a change, because usually you can see big games on my channel. Floriferous is a game about flowers, very relaxing card game, set collection game, where in this game you will walk around your garden and you will collect different flowers, and then at the end of the game you will score points depending on the scoring cards you acquired during the game. The game is for 1 to 4 players. Playtime is about 20 minutes. You can play the game solo, of course, and the game is very beautiful. You have a lot of cards. Every card has different art. I will show you the content of the box in a second, and then we will come back here and I will tell you what I like about Floriferous and what are my thoughts about this game. So let's do the unboxing. As you can see, the Floriferous box is quite small, but looks really nice. It's a nice compact box that you can always take with you when you go on a trip. First we have the rulebook. It's really well written. You have all the examples that tell you how to play this game. You have the solo mode, created by Keith Matejka, the guy from Thunderworks Games and Role Player. So nice rulebook. Here we have some other games from Floriferous Games. And now we have the box. Okay, first I will show you the plastic insert, because it's really nice. You have space for all the flowers. It's cool. And we have the cards. First we have the help cards that tell you turn guide, what are the card aspects, and scoring reference. So every player can get one of these cards, and it will help to understand how to play the game, or not understand, but remember. Here you have the goal cards that are used in the game. You take randomly 3 cards every time you play the game, and they are a little different. They require you to gather specific flowers or some specific bugs in your flower collection to get points. And the sooner you fulfill the condition, the more points you will get. Because if you fulfill this condition, for example, on the first day you will get 5 points, on the second day 3 points, and on the last day you will get 2 points, because it's easier on the last day because you have more cards. But you only take 3 for every game, so the replayability is really cool, really good. This is a T card that you can get at the end of the game. It will give you 2 additional points. You will get it if you get most stones. It doesn't matter now how you get the stones, but you can get some stones during the game, and they will give you some victory points, and if you have most of them, you get this T card. And here you have all the cards with flowers. There are a lot of them, and they are really beautiful because every card has a unique art. So there are cards in 5 colors, flowers in 5 colors. There are 5 different flowers, and there can be 5 different bugs on them. So you have a lot of combinations, and you lay out these cards on the table. And the game is divided into 3 days, and every day you will have a chance to get 5 cards. So in total during the game you will get 15 cards that will create your collection. But the fun part is that in between these flower cards, there are also some cards that will give you points. For example, this card is not a flower card, but it will give you, I think this is called Affliction. It will give you 5 points if you manage to get all these symbols on your cards at the end of the game, or 3 points if you get 2, or 1 point if you get only 1. So sometimes when you have a chance to take a card from the table, the decision is hard, because you have to decide if you want a flower card or if you want a card that will give you some points. These are sculpture cards, and the more you have, the more points you will get at the end of the game. So another chance to get victory points, and flowers, 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 flowers. but you not only have these flowers, these cards, you also have the small desire cards. And these are the main scoring cards that can give you points for different things. Like here you have to find the more different bugs you get, the more points you will score. Here you will score 2 points for every orange card, or 3 points for every bug of this type. And these cards are also laid on the table, so laid out, so you always have to decide if you want a flower card or if you want to take desire card. The more desire cards you get, the more points you can have, but you will have less flowers at the end of the game. So it's always tough. There are tough decisions. So a lot of cards, and this is fun because every player can decide what scoring cards they will have at the end of the game. So it's really cool. And here are cards for the solo mode. And there is a crow that wants to take some cards from you, take some stones from you, and you know, he'll mess with your plans. The crow doesn't score any points, but makes your plans more difficult to achieve because he takes cards from the card offer that is on the table. There are also some stones that are put on some cards. When you take a card with a stone, you get the stone as well, and at the end of the game you score I think 1 point for every 2 stones, and you also can have this T card if you have most of the stones. We also have some nice wooden flowers that are used to track how many points you got from this goal card. If you fulfill the condition, you place your flower here, and here are your pawns that you use to move around the card offer to mark which card you got to your collection. Really cool looking elements. So this is how Floriferous looks like. Now let's go back to the table and I will tell you my opinion on this game. I said it at the beginning of the video, but this game is very relaxing. I don't know why. Maybe because of the theme. Because you walk around the garden, you pick flowers, and you can by playing this game you can easily imagine yourself spending a relaxing afternoon somewhere outside of your house. So this game is a very relaxing game. Pencil First Games, they create this Zen type games because they have also created Herbalicious, a game about herbs. A little similar, where you also collected different cards and herbs. But what's very special about this game is how you score your victory points. Because usually in a set collections games, you have a set of goals, scoring goals that you have to achieve, to get most points. And the player who, has most points wins. And what's fun about this game is that it's entirely up to the player how to score victory points, because during the game is divided into 3 days, and every day is divided into 5 rounds, and in every round you can acquire 1 card. So during the game you will get 15 cards. Some of the cards are flower cards and some of the cards are scoring cards. You can score points from desire cards that you acquire from some sculptures, for example. There are also 3 goals that can be achieved by all players, and they are randomly picked at the start of the game. But the rest of the goals depends on what card you got during your game. And this is really fun, and it makes you think, and you have to make tough decisions, because sometimes you want a specific flowers from a given column from the card offer, but you also would like to have the scoring card, a scoring card that is in the same column, but you can only get 1 card. If you get a lot of flowers but not enough scoring cards, you will not score enough points. If you will focus on getting scoring cards, you will have not enough flowers, So it's always, you have to find the balance between what cards to get. And this is really fun and really, you know, like a thinky game. And from games about flowers or like nature games that I've played, I think this is my most favorite recently, because I've played Meadow, a game, bigger game, like with a, you know, huge box, board and everything, but it was also a game where you had to collect different sets and different cards, nature cards. There's also Flourish, a game about, you know, collecting flowers, but this one is, I know, it's a really nice combination between size and playtime and fun, because the game is quite fast. You can play it in 20 minutes, but it makes you think. You have to make a lot of decisions during the game. It looks awesome, and the box is small. The box is like, you know, has the proper size. It's not like a box full of air. So you can easily take the game with you when you go to visit your family, or if you go on vacation. So it's very portable. It has a solo mode that is fun, because you play against a crow, and the crow doesn't score points. So it's a beat your own score type of game. But the crow takes different cards from the card offer, and sometimes the crow takes the card that you want to take, and he steals the stones. And sometimes if he gets enough stones, he will make you to remove a card from your collection, so a card that you already got. So it's a really clever game with a lot of decisions that you have to make, even though it's a, you know, such a small box. I also have a small expansion here that was released during Kickstarter. You can get the expansion on the Pencil First Games website. It's called Early Spring, and it adds some special abilities. Every player gets 3 cards, and he's got like 3 one-time use abilities that he can use during the game. So you have even more options and decisions to make. So I really like Floriferous. You can visit me on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, so we will see more photos from this game. The game is really beautiful. And then there you will find my review. And if you like this video, click the like button, and you can subscribe to my channel if you like. I would be more than happy. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.